Hello, my name is Ben, aka Nightingale TCG, and today I want to try out the new starter deck that was released on Friday. It is a Luffy and Ace leader. It's dual colored with 4 life and 6k power, which is the first time we have a 6k power leader that is not 3 life. But the reason I wanted to try it out is not only because it's new, but also because it won a Chinoise Cup last Monday, which means that the deck has to at least function a decent amount, right? The person who won the Chinoise Cup is called Kevin Zhao. You might know, or some of you might know him as the person who won the Red Bull event in the US with Red Green Luffy. And this is also the exact list he played on Monday to win the event. I'm gonna go over my specific thoughts at the very end of the video and if there are changes that I would want to do to the deck list. For now, I'll just explain to you quickly how this deck works because it's one of the few, I want to say, it's the only leader apart from Red Rady that actually does have like deck building restrictions. Because this leader reads that if you have a character with 7k base power or more, you give this leader minus 2k power, which means that you'll turn him into a 4k power leader, which of course you never want. But what it also prevents you from doing is to play any cards that essentially would be able to buff your leader up to like a 7k or an 8k, because like the most obvious choice you would want to play in a leader like this to buff yourself up to an 8k leader is the 7 cost Zoro. But if you play the 7 cost Zoro, yes, you will buff yourself by 2k, but you'll also minus yourself by 2k. So playing the Zoro is essentially no longer an option. And what that also means is that you're probably limiting yourself to a bunch of characters that are 6k power. Especially because our searchers in both Inazuma and Ivankov require us to either reveal or search 6k power characters anyways. And our second part of our leader ability reads that on our opponent's turn, all of our Podcast D Ace and Monkey D Luffy cards gain plus 3k power, which will effectively mean that they are basically immune to being swung back into, because nobody's actually gonna swing into 9k bodies, right? Unless they are they play purple or something and they can reduce power. It's crazy, by the way, that purple is the first thing I think about power reduction now instead of red, when in the past it used to be red that has power reduction as an archetype. So that's pretty much the basics, and I hope that will help you understand what this leader does while you watch the gameplay of the video. And if you do enjoy it, please consider liking and subscribing, as it helps me out a lot and it's completely free. Thank you. But first, I want to give a big thanks to the sponsor of this video, Sleeve Chief. On Sunday, June 14th, Sleeve Chief is restocking one of their most popular and sought after items, the 20 Chicken Nugget Deck Box. And with my promo code Nightingale, you can secure yourself 5% off your entire order. So if you're already buying the Nugget Deck Box, you might as well browse around for some more awesome products on their website. I myself have been using the China to Go deck box for my Sanji deck for quite a while now. There's an affiliate link in the description down below if you want to check it out, and I hope you have fun with the rest of the video. Ace and Luffy against Impel Down Luffy, I think we'll take second. Having a Vankov is also good. I wish I would have 2 searches though. But do I want a mulligan for that chance? I think I'll just settle for the Ivankov. Ivankov can find us, like in Azuma and stuff as well. So it shouldn't be too bad. Just having searchers to contest their little guys with is important, I think. Let's reveal these 2. Luna is probably gonna be good. I want to keep 1 Luffy. So I'll trash one of these. Law is the play afterwards. I think I have to trash Luna here. I think I just do. Don't love it. Maybe that will bite me in the ass. Maybe I should have trashed the 2k, but next turn is gonna be Luffy turn it, and afterwards it's gonna be Law into something, right? And at the moment I don't have a different 5 drops. Or anything to play out with Law that is not the Bonnie. Could have of course gambled and just thrown the Bonnie anyways. But I don't know how reliable that is. Let's take this. Another Law. I don't think I want to see that many in this matchup, because Brick City. Let's go 6. Then I'll play a Luffy down and pass. Oh, so many swings are gonna come my way already. I think I just have to counter with like Bonnie at some point here. Okay, restands the Bond Clay, which is really annoying too. Then is it 6-6 or 7 from leader? Seems to be 6-6. Counter with the ace. Alright. I think these are just gonna have to go to face. And swing this first so that I can swing into the Das Bones, which he might just counter as well. So by him countering that, do I want to spend a swing into the Das Bones? I don't think so. I feel like this is just gonna be a race. Let's do that. Pick this up. Play the Bonnie, which is really not my favorite play here, but I get to freeze the Crocodile, which is not too bad. And then maybe Luna next turn can buy us enough time to find lethal. The fact that this leader just doesn't really have a way to buff himself, because the moment you buff yourself with something like a Zoro, you like debuff yourself at the same time. Just makes him like weirdly fragile, even though like two decks like this that can just go 6-6-6 over and over again. Even though you're at 4 life. Plays a Boa. Stuns the Bonnie. Okay, surprised about that. I feel like he would have wanted to swing into the Bonnie. Gonna go 6. I think I'll have to take this one. God, I can't even play this Ivankov next turn. Maybe I'll just have to pick the Bonnie back up. Swing 6-6-6, pick the Bonnie up. Freeze the Crocodile again, keep 2 events up. Sounds the best plan, because he didn't like rest any of these to get Luna'd. Maybe I can't even swing with the Law. Maybe I don't have to if he gives me 1k, 1k. Gives me more 1ks. Okay, I think he... In that case, this is going to be the last turn, essentially. So, it's just Law, pick up Bonnie, play Bonnie back down, freeze the Croc. And pray this is enough to survive. But like... I don't know, restand event can screw me here. Even Brook restanding the Boa can screw me up. There's a lot of things. He doesn't have enough to put underneath the Das Bones though, in terms of cards, because he just countered a bunch. He definitely should not have countered that much. Should have just taken the life, unless he was scared of Rush, I guess. But I don't think he needed to be. Do I just want to block this? And don't expend counter, because if I expend counter, then the Boa lethal is more likely to happen. Like with Brook. I think this is just a block. Because if I don't block, and he does play the Brook, he rests my Dom. Then he goes 11. Then I need to draw into a 1k from this event. I think I'll block. With him giving me like a bunch of 1ks a turn earlier, I feel safest with this. Maybe I get punished because I'm not gonna have enough bodies to go for like lethal in the counterpart, but I'm most worried about just surviving here. Plays a Crocodile back down, so he's not going for lethal anymore. Then he needs to get rid of the Luffy though, which I don't think he can with me having 2 events. Even if he stacks on Boa here. Gonna go 6 into the Bonnie. That I'll defend. Ten into the Bonnie. Should defend that as well. He's gonna play Galdino and freeze this. So I kind of need to find another Luffy, huh? Wait, what? Oh, we need an Ace and a Luffy? I thought you just needed either or. Okay. Learned something new, I guess. Well, that changes a lot. Alright, find me a Luffy, I guess. That ain't it. That is not it. Bonnie, try to live another turn. Luna the Boa. Go 6 here. God, I hope he rests this. It would be so good if he rests this. Let's go another 6. I don't think he's gonna though. Oh, he rests it. Okay. Do we have a shot? I wish I had a way. Oh no, this doesn't matter. I need an ace on the board. So that's why having the vanilla ace, that makes the vanilla aces better, I think. So we trash here, and then we go Luna. Then hope we can live again. The thing is, restand event kind of means Luna is not great. Because he just gets to restand these. But then he'd go 6, 7. Restand everything. Okay. 8. Should I give him the block again? If I counter, he restands. Don't think there's a punish to countering here. Because if he restands events here, then it's just gonna be... That does not work. That does not work. He does not read his cards. He does not read his cards. Would it matter? I don't think it would matter. Let's see what he has in hand, but I don't think, like, what? Otherwise he could have gone 8 with, like, it would have been equivalent to attaching to leader, right? So it would have been 8 with leader. So I would have blocked that. So I would have 1 less 6k on the board at the moment. So let's play it like that. I have 1 less 6k on the board. He Lunas. Yeah, I don't think this would have mattered. Start with an 8. And then if I'd have 1 less 6k on the board, I would go 9 here, I think. And then the last one is 11 with Luffy. See if that would be enough. Okay, it would have been enough. So the swing did not matter. It was very close though. But yeah, the law would have been gone from the 8 from leader. Unless he had something else he could have done. I don't know. Okay, started like 30 ace and Luffy against ace. I feel like this matchup should be really bad for us. This seems like a good hand though. We have Searcher into a 4-drop into Law. But yeah, I feel like Jozu and just them being able to buff themselves to 8Ks over and over again should just mean this matchup is cooked. We do have the benefit that like we can make ourselves an 8K leader, which is kind of nice. But what am I saying? We do have the benefit of the fact that we are a 6k leader, which means we get to swing at them like every single turn, which is kind of nice. I don't think I need the vanilla aces now that I drew the Luffy, and I like definitely want to play the Luffy next turn. But let's just play this again, I guess. There's no reason not to. And then having 2 of these in a matchup is probably not too bad. I don't know if it's needed. I don't think the new gate ever matters here though. Maybe I'm being greedy, throwing away all my counter. But I could see a way where another Luffy could be good. And I don't see really a way where the vanilla ace is good. 5 cost Bonnie, is that gonna matter at all? Maybe on 10, like when Newgate is at 10, when Ace is at 10. But on 9 it doesn't matter because it's gonna be with spell anyways. Let's give him a 2k here because I think these swings are just gonna get bigger and bigger. Then let's go 6 lead, play Law into Ace. I don't think freezing a Don on this turn matters. Like, it would stop Zoro, but it would not stop Jozu. Then grab a 2k, I think, and pass. Let's 2k this one. I assume I'm gonna get Jozu'd. It's gonna go 7 with lead. Okay, this is Zoro. I feel like that's okay. Now we get to like... Oh, he gets to rush with the Zoro. True. Give the Vankov. Bit annoying. Let's go 6 here. Do I just play Bonnie and freeze the Zoro? And go like 8 lead. Could also just swing high into the Zoro, to be honest. Swing like 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 into the Zoro. Probably give me the counter. I'm saying 12 because then I could also play Luffy back down. 13 into the Zoro. Keep on up for event. Sounds good to me. If he counters out of that, I'm happy. Okay. That's gone. Spell plus Newgate, I'm guessing. He's gonna buff himself to 8. Okay, he just plays another Zoro. So annoying. I think that's event plus 1k. Don't think I need another ace. I think I can let that go too. Wait, I whiffed? I whiffed? Never mind. I thought I could let it go because, like, what does it matter? Because it just replaced itself and I can't swing this turn anyways. But now I'm not that happy. God, what can we do? Like, genuinely, what do we do to when he's just an 8k leader every single turn? Do I just jam it into Zoro again? I guess, man. I guess. It's so awkward, though. I'm not progressing the game at all. But if the Zoro lies there and he just plays Newgate next turn, I'm just dead, no? Plays a 10 drop. It's not an 8k leader this time though. That's nice. Let's take this live. Get to rest the Newgate here as well. And then stun it with Bonnie. then I guess I'll just play another 5-cost Bonnie. Keep it done up for... Can you still fight? Counters everything. Freeze here. Cycle. Don't need another one of these. And pass. As long as he can't get himself to an 8k, I'm like we're good, right? Because then I can chip my 6s. But if he's gonna play Spell or another Zoro, I'm just a sad boy. Don't get to see what he picked up. 8. 2k. Marco Ors Jr. Okay, do we have lethal? Probably not. Start with this. We can play another Luffy to rest the Ors as well. That is a possibility. He takes life. There's no way we kill him on 3 life, right? But playing another Luffy means that we get to Luna these two. Which is good. We can also continue just swinging 6s and see if he wants to give us a normal block. Okay, he does give us a normal block. Does that give us a window for lethal at all? Maybe if I would have attached on to like a Luffy or any character at first, and then I could have played Galdino and cheated essentially to Don. Let's go 8. I don't need 2 blockers up, right? If I go 9 and he takes, do I go for it? Like 9, 11, do I go for it? I don't think I'd go for it. Do I go 8? Luna? I think 8 is fine. Because if he takes, then I will go for it. But if he doesn't take, then I'm not like scared of Roger. And then I could Luna, keep it done up. The other alternative would have been that I would have swung 6-6, Luna, and played Bonnie and had it done up. But yeah, to be honest, I think the only reason this game was fine was because they didn't have Josie on 7, and they played Zoro instead, and we got to remove both Zoros. Also assume they didn't have this Zoro in hand. And because I think otherwise you always play this Zoro instead of playing double 4-cost blockers. Either way, GG's. Start like 30 against Ipple down Luffy again. Let's take second. No, I think I want a mulligan for 1-drops. That's like probably the most important bit. We have a 4-drop, but it's not good enough. Oh my god, what the hell? This is unplayable, no? Jesus Christ. What a opening hand. There's no way we win this. Already have no hope. We need to find a 4-drop in this life or the next draw. Okay. Somewhat playable. Still disgustingly bad because we don't have a 1-drop to pick up with Law. But I guess we have a body. Luna Saving Grace? Maybe? I mean, I don't want to take this, but like... I need another 4-drop to play alongside this Luffy. I mean, ace is okay, I guess. Or we just play double Luffy down. Screw it. Double Luffy. 7-7 phase. Full rush mode activate. Sure. Takes the block. We just need to raise him. I don't think there's any other, like, hope. Then next turn, I guess I need to get this ace down so that my event is active. Now I need to click through all these Luffys. God damn it. I don't want to give any of these cards. I know what, I'll just take. I don't care. Whatever. Plays a boa. But that's actually quite funny. He can't freeze anything of mine. Because they're all Luffy's. Maybe I need to counter with the ace. I'm gonna have to Luna anyways, right? So I guess I'll counter with the ace. And then he passes. Okay, Inazuma, not bad. Actually, is that not bad? Again, I probably need to Luna. Hope he blocks here. Luna. Alternatively, could find an ace here. And like, play low, pick up ace, play the ace down. Have event up, hope it's enough. Swing into the Das Bones. See if what happens if we swing some sixes at face. It's gonna make this a blocker immediately. He takes. Crazy dude. Double 1k. I think this is my best plan. Unless he counters out of this or something. Find an ace, come on. Okay. We can still Luna. We have that as a backup option. Like, do I want to Luna now? Do I want to Luna now? What exactly do I die to? Let's say he plays a restand event with the Galdino. How cooked am I? Because he definitely has restand event, right? Because he had it done up. So if I Luna here, and he goes like, plays Galdino, puts Don on leader, goes 6 at me, I give him 1k. Use restand event. Oh, like puts 2 Don on one of these, uses restand event. Makes one of these a 10, the other an 8. I think I died to that. I think I died to that either way. Let's do this. And pass. I think I'm dead either way. It's gonna go 6. It's gonna be a 1k. Now I also have to be worried about Brook on this turn. If I 1k now, then he plays Brook, he rests my Don. It's gonna go 12 at me, which I could defend if I give another 1k. So I guess I'll give another 1k. Do I give another 1k now? Should still be the same thing, right? If he plays Brook. Yeah. Just have to give a 1k. But it's probably just gonna be... like, he can't really play restand event now, though. Because he still needs to play something down. So it is Brook. So I count out of this swing and I'm good. Why would he go 10? What am I not thinking about? What is he thinking about? Is it the Luffy? The Luffy doesn't matter. Because I blocked the Luffy. GG's. I can't believe we won this. What? It was so cooked at the start. Started like 30 Ace and Luffy against Teach. They chose second. I think I'm keeping this because I have some 1-drops and then... Wait, what? What 1-drop is actually better to use here? It's probably a Vankov, I feel like. But yeah, I think this hand is good because we have Brook for late game. We have Luffy in the early game. Don't think I'll need another Inazuma. These Luffys I want to keep. I think I'll ditch the event. Because, yeah, the Luffys I want to keep just to rush at them and rest their blockers constantly and also in the late game. Then the Bonnie I probably want to keep for that 10-drop turn. Even if they play like Zeaha, that at least means they have to have it. And then the 2k is just a 2k. It's less conditional than the event. To give me a 1k on the 5. And then no trigger on the 6, which is good. They swing into my Searcher. They cycle out Burgess. I assume that means they have another one. Because otherwise, what's your 4 on play? Yeah, it's another Burgess. And then I'll go 6, and I think I'll just rush at them with another Luffy 6. I don't know if this Burgess is ever something that's removable. It will definitely help him here to play like on curve while still being able to hit us. Let's see if he has a Shiryu. It seems so if he like just trashed This Is My Age. Yep. What's he gonna put into life? Sun one could be not too bad to put into life here. I think that's what it's gonna be. So I'll have to, I guess, attach Don. Okay, it's just gonna be Shiryu to draw 2. That's like alright as well. Wish I had a law or something, but I guess it's just gonna be Rush like 6, 7, 7. Just another Rush Buddy. Unless I would want to play Bonnie here. Would I want to play Bonnie here? To prevent the 8? Because then he could heal. I feel like rushing kind of does the same thing though. And because he could still heal with Shiryu, if he has a Shiryu in hand. I think just swing at him is better. Well, let's see how he reacts here. Okay, he redirects into the 8. Yeah, I think I'll just rush again. Seems the most reasonable game plan. I feel like depending on what he does, he might even be able to kill him with like a Brook or something. So yeah, another Shiryu. So I'm happy that I didn't play Bonnie. I feel like Shiryu is like Loki his best play here though. To put his Sun 1 in live so that he doesn't die too quickly. He's gonna go 8 at me. I'll take. He does play the 8 cost Teach. And then passes. So do I decide to play the Bonnie on this turn? If I do, then it's probably just 6/6 Ace Bonnie, right? Then I can't keep Don up though. Could also be play the Ace for 4. I'll just go 7/7/7 lead. I don't know what's better here, going wide or banking on the fact that he doesn't have like Zeha. I think because I don't think I've seen him search Zeha, I'm just gonna play Ace plus Bonnie. Can also use the Bonnie to freeze the Shiryu if I would want to. But I don't think I want to. I think I just want to bank on this. And even now, if he has Zehaha, like, I still feel like I kind of win. Okay, find Zehaha of the search. But like, I have a Luffy to rest this. I have a Brook to swing again. Oh yeah, it negates my leader ability. I completely forgot about that part. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, then I don't think this was the play. I can 2k, 2k, 1k out of this. But I can't defend it at all. I completely forgot that my bodies will be shrunk. If this is an I love you, I'm like really sad. No, it's not an I love you. You'll frighten me. Okay, it's an Augur to play down. So if I go Brook rest this. It's the only real option I have. Brook rest him. Then I need all 3 to connect. Well, I need 3 to connect and I have 4 swings. What's the best way to swing here because of this Augur? It's just 6, I think. 6 with lead. Oh wait, I can still play Galdinos to buff these. So it's 6, 10, 10. 6, 10, 10, 10. Okay, he takes the first one. Oh my god, there is no way. There is literally no way he gets that trigger in live. So now it's just 10. He redirects. And pray he doesn't have enough for 7 afterwards. But he 100% does. There's no way he gets rewarded that badly for taking his damn life. Oh, he nullified the Brook as well. It's actually... Yeah, it's completely cooked. Whatever. He nullified the Brook and KO'd the Bonnie. Unbelievable trigger there. What the hell? He was dead a million times otherwise. But I could not have played around it, could I? Because I would have... No. I would have swung with Ace. And then it would have taken as well. And swing with Ace is just bad because of the Galdino. Like the 2 Galdinos going 10-10. Yeah, that was just the like omega cringe. What? Start deck 30 Ace and Luffy against Rosi and Nante. Let's take... Do we take first away from them? Our going second cover is so much better though. I think I'll just take second. And this is probably a keep. We have a Vankov and a 4-drop. And then an Ace afterwards. Best case we can find a 6-cost Law. So let's see. They search for Rosinante and Law. And pass. Let's play Ivankov, reveal Luffy and Newgate. I don't know how good Newgate would be in this matchup. In my head, not quite good enough. I think I'll ditch it and one of the aces, and then I'll pass. Sad to find no, like, another searcher or a 6-cost Law, but hopefully we can just play from here. The good thing is that we do naturally just swing above their 4-cost Law. And this Luffy card should be very, very good in a matchup too. He's gonna go 6 at me again. Do I want to counter this? I feel like I can take this still. And then this one I'll counter. At least this time it's with a 1k, because I would not have wanted to counter with a Brook. Plays Kobe and finds another Rosi Law. So he's on perfect curve at the moment. And obviously I do want to swing here. The only annoying bit is with swinging is that he's going to be on a Saka turn next turn. And, well, I can't really do all that much to prevent that. What do I want to grab here? The Luffy or the Ace? It's probably just going to be the Ace, no? Although cheating the Luffy out for 2 next turn could be very good. Let's just take the Ace. Let's just take the Ace and then go 7 lead and pass. Let's see if he has the Saka to reduce my Luffy as well. Because if he does, then I think he's in a pretty good spot. So maybe we should have taken first away from them. Because it seems like if we both would play on like perfect curve, that I would lose. Because if he plays Saka here, I think I'm very certain I would lose. I'll give him 1 Brook. I'm okay with that. So he's most likely just going to play another Rosi Law. It's not going to be easy to push through like his defenses in the late game here though. Like if he plays Rosi Law and then I push him down maybe 2-0, then he can still just play Borsa and it's going to be like quite difficult. And he's going to be swinging 8 and maybe another 8 at me this turn. Can't go down to 0, so I'll have to stay at 1. Okay, he plays Divine Departure. That's just a worse Saka on this turn, so I think that's okay with me. I'm not sure if that was necessary on his side though. Just give him a 2k. Then let's swing 2 into 2. And then it's just another Ace, or is it a Bonnie? We don't have a Luffy anymore, which means our events are so much worse. So maybe I should have grabbed the 4-cost Luffy to play on this turn. Guess I'll go 7-7 phase. And play a Bonnie afterwards. Gives me 2k 1k, and then I guess he's gonna give me event plus 1k. Or event plus 2k, grabbing the law back from trash. Finding a Luna is probably very needed in this matchup. Yeah, there's the I love you. Grabs the law back and counters with it. Then let's play Bonnie, cycle. That is not what I want to cycle into at all. And then I'll pass. Events are not gonna draw, which is sad. Okay, he trashed a Brook, which is even sadder, and then an event, which is okay. I'm gonna give him a 1k here. Don't want to go down to 0. Event. Then probably another Rosi Law. Yep. Not sure how we can win this. Guess I'll go 8, 8. Can't even go 8, 8. Start with an 8. Maybe that should have been a 9. Maybe, yeah. I think this should have been a 9. Because then he's tempted to like block 2k or whatever. And then I can swing again with the Ace. This way, if he takes here, I'm just not able to swing anymore. Then I'll grab here, play this down, freeze. And I guess I'll just pass. This does not feel good. If we still had a Brook in hand, then maybe I'd have hope. But without the Brook, I feel like we're just relying on him making a mistake in terms of how many characters he rests. Okay, he goes into my Bonnie, I don't mind that. Any hit that's not into my face at the moment I appreciate. Let's give her 1k. If he swings with everything here and I find Luna, I'm quite happy. Okay, he cycles with the stage. Finds a Borsa. He keeps this standing. Understandable. Let's play this. Try and... Oh, there's Luna. Oh my god, it's one away. Let's grab the Luffy. Play the Luffy so that our event is active. And then we'll just go... 9-9 phase. I think we can go 8. 8-10 phase. Or if he counters with event here, I'm just gonna go another 9 just in case I would find another event. Although, do I even play? Haven't I seen all of mine already? I guess I still have one event in my deck, so I could find it. So let's go 9. And then pass and pray. Thoughts? I have to take this one for sure. Then the 9 I'll have to block. Then the 6 I'll have to counter. What's this? He's not going for lethal. Because I don't think playing like Rushlow is the best way to go. I guess in his head it's maybe math, but it's not because this draws. Cycles of stage. I mean, he can probably just play another Borsa, right? And then he still lives. Okay. Event. Yeah, plays another Borsa. Now, Brook top deck. Nope. I think that means we're dead. We can cheat a Don here though, right? With this Ivankov. We go like 1, then attach 3 Don here. Actually, we don't need to attach 3. How do we do this? Probably doesn't matter because he like has slow beam or something. Or more I love yous. But yeah, I can go 7 here. Then play Ivankov. Yeah, slow beam, it does not matter. But we could have played Ivankov, then played Galdino over the ace to get the Don back, and then it would have played, like, cheated 1 Don. And now there is just no way anymore, so GG's. It feels like if you don't find Luna in this matchup, you are, like, a little bit cooked. Alright, let's go with some final thoughts. The deck does what it wants to do pretty well. It's a deck that manages to be decently aggressive while going like pretty wide. It is defensive in terms of protecting its board. The only thing that it like struggles with sometimes is against other decks that also manage to go wide and that just manage to chip your face over and over with 666. The other thing that I believe the deck is weak to, even though it is a deck that plays Luna itself, I think Luna is a card that like completely destroys this deck's game plan. Like if because you need to rest your characters over and over again, and you're kind of banking on the fact that you are allowed to just rest your characters whenever you want, because your leader ability prevents them from being like swung back into. But if like an opponent would play Luna 2 turns in a row, I don't think you can win against that like ever. I'm not exactly sure whether I would call this leader strong, because it is very linear. I wouldn't call it predictable, because you do have like, on a lot of turns you have different lines that you can take. Like you have versatility in your gameplay, like with whether you want to rush this Luffy and rest something and then play Luna, or whether you want to freeze something with Bonnie, whether you want to just get blockers down and cycle, or even in the way you try to finish the game, you have like versatility with Brook and the Galdino, which like lends itself to skill expression. But I still feel like the deck has a certain predictability in how it tries to win the game. So I think Starter Deck 30 is just going to be one of those decks that is going to be like very good against the decks it's good against, and then pretty weak against the decks it's bad against. Like, I think even though I did win the one ace game that I showed today, I think there's no way this deck can consistently beat an ace, right? And then thinking about other decks in the meta, I'm also not sure how consistently this deck could beat like Purple and Nell, because simply power reduction, or even Rosinante. Like, I think against Rosie, if you don't find Luna, you essentially like lose like always. But even with finding one Luna, I'm not sure whether that's enough. And finding Luna in the first place is like completely unreliable, right? You do have some card draw in your event and the Bonnie and cycle in your Ivankov, but it still feels very random whether you find a Luna in your games or not. Even a deck like Impel Down Luffy that I won 2 games against in this video, I don't feel like you are actually that favored, because them chipping 6 at you constantly, if you don't have like at least 2 searchers down to contest their board as well, it feels like you're just locked into a race and you're hoping that you can kill them quicker than they can kill you. That being said, against Teach you're most likely favored, and just against a lot of rogue decks, your leader ability and the fact that you're just a 6k leader with 4 life is gonna be annoying to deal with. So I think this leader definitely has potential. I do wonder whether certain cards like this promo Luffy that we saw, that we got in pre-release now, could be good in the deck, because this would be a 5 cost 8k blocker, right, on defense, and being able to rest a 5 cost can come in handy. It's a bit weird because against Blackbeard with the +1 cost, like, you can't rest Borsalinos and stuff. But probably the main reason why this Luffy is not being played in this deck right now is simply the fact that it's not searchable, because all your searchers like look for 6k power, like exactly 6k power, and this is 5k power. The other thing I want to mention is that I'm not exactly sure whether this ace is out in the West yet. I know we'll get them for like Pirate Party promos, so maybe it just depends on whether your LGS is running these events or not. But I think even if they aren't, I'm not sure how like essential having a vanilla aces in the deck. You have different things that you can replace it with. They're not going to be 4 costs, which is like the main benefit of this ace, that you can play them on 4. But obviously the ace that came out in the starter deck is a 4 cost, but it doesn't have counter, and then you can also play the starter deck 15 ace, which has rush. And it also has removal protection, which, to be fair, is not really relevant in the current meta. I think the main card that I'd be looking to increase in this deck is this 5 cost Bonnie. I feel like this card has been overperforming a lot. And then the main card I'm still like the most unsure about is this Newgate. I've also been feeling like I've been having like a tiny bit of a 2k issue. Like, I know we're only playing 8k, and I know in a leader that is like 6k power, 2k's become less like valuable, because oftentimes you will just get shit at with 6k swings. But I think the main reason why I've been feeling like I've been struggling with 2Ks is that this Galdino is actually very, very good to finish the game. So I often don't feel like I want to counter with this if I can help it. Anyways, those were my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one in 2 to 3 days.